British pensioner used lottery winnings to set up drug lab that made 288 million. A British pensioner who uses lottery winnings to help finance a multi-million-pound drug empire has now been jailed. John Eric, who's 80, had used his 2.4 million lottery winnings to fund an enterprise responsible for manufacturing and flooding illegal market with counterfeit tablets. He denied all knowledge of the crime activity, but was ultimately convicted of conspiracy to produce Class C drugs and conspiracy to supply Class C drugs by Bolton Crown Court. The pensioner was also found guilty of 2 counts of possession of firearms, possession of ammunition, and preventing the course of justice, and handed a sentence of 16 years and 6 months. 3 other men, including the son of Eric, John Colin Spearby Jr., if that's how you pronounce his last name, were also found guilty and jailed in relation to the operation. Never in my life would I thought I would be reading a story about a man who's in his 80s somehow setting up a drug empire, manufacturing business. Like, never in my life would I thought I would hear a story like that. It's like the obvious story is like, oh, okay, this guy saw Breaking Bad one day and decided to become the next Walter White in a sense. Maybe not literally, but you know what I mean. Who also denied the offences, received a 9-year sentence for conspiracy to produce and supply Class C drugs, while Lee Dury was handed 9 years after being found guilty of conspiracy to produce and supply Class C drugs. Callum Doraine was previously handed a 12-year sentence for the conspiracy to supply firearms and conspiracy to produce and supply Class C drugs. Described by Greater Manchester Police as an industrial-scale tablet manufacturing setup, the criminal enterprise is understood to have produced counterfeit pills, diazepam, I probably got that wrong, so I do apologise, a medication used to treat anxiety, muscle spasms, and alcohol withdrawal. A court heard how the tablets described as unregulated, unlicensed, and unchecked were then sold on the streets, causing untold harm to addicted customers. The operation is believed to have made as much as 288 million. And now Eric, the guy in his 80s, was described as having used his 2010 lottery windfall to play a significant role in the enterprise, with the court told that he had purchased machinery and provided the premises for the operation. Senior, both in name and role, Judge Clark KC told Spearby during sentencing remarks earlier this week. Despite your lottery win, you continue to live a life of crime beyond what would normally have been your retirement years. The judge then went on to say that he did not accept claims that Spearby was only doing what he had been told to do, adding that, "I have no doubt you were consulted about everything in the conspiracy on a daily basis. You were involved in deliveries, meetings, and stock." You were all at a senior level as a board of control. This was a very sophisticated and very significant commercial scale organized conspiracy. You were the source. It never fails to amaze me just what people are actually capable of, especially after doing something like winning the lottery, which is a huge deal. Like, not many people can actually say they've done the lottery and won it. This guy could have done something incredible. He could have took himself on a holiday. He could have took his family on a holiday. It's like, nah, fuck all that. That's too good. I want to set up a drug lab. I want to set up a drug manufacturing business. And I'm going to help. And of course, we know what happens after that. The rest is history, so to speak. So as always, please comment down below what you think of today's episode. Whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, whether you thought the story was interesting, you know, all that good stuff. What would you do if you won the lottery? So till next time, take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.